Hi, welcome back to Retro Room, and today we're going to be looking at former club kid Lisa E. So, before Lisa Edelstein was the television star of shows like House MD and Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce, she was a New York City nightlifer and was crowned Queen of the Night in 1986 by James St. James. In 1986, the New York Times published a piece on Lisa, written by Maureen Dowd and published on November 9th, called Lisa in Wonderland. Here's some of what it has to say. Being a celebutante means you're famous for not really doing anything, the 20-year-old says. You just try to get to know as many people as you can, so you know everybody. A year ago, Lisa was just another New York University drama major and aspiring actress. She did not go out much at night because she does not drink and because when you grow up in New Jersey, all you know about is the bars, the pickup scene, and I thought it was really sleazy. Instead, she wore oversized peasant dresses and sat around in Washington Square worrying about her roommate. My first roommate when I moved into the dorm was this paranoid schizophrenic who wanted to murder me because she thought she was me. Lisa recalls in her low, thrillin' voice, my second roommate seemed really sane, but then her boyfriend sliced his wrists in our bathroom. Her parents, who raised their daughter in the conservative Jewish tradition, became so worried about this strange succession of roommates that they bought Lisa a co-op apartment in Greenwich Village. He packed up her Mr. Rogers poster, her stuffed animals, her framed picture of Betty Davis, and her photo montage of suburban barbecues and boyfriends, and she moved to Bleecker Street. Since that time, she has become a fixture of the club scene. Lisa has received obscene phone calls, pornographic postcards, and ominous letters. She says she thinks a lot about young women who were also regulars and were murdered, some by strangers and others by men they had dated. There is so much insanity here, she says. It's hard because you don't want to be irresponsible with your life, but you don't want to be scared all the time either. With all the ways to die in New York, you just can't think of everything going on with rape and murder. That sort of thing is fate anyway. You just try to be as street smart as you can. Lisa Edelstein cannot become Meryl Celebutante overnight, and that is a certain form of stardom, training wheels so to speak. You learn how to carry yourself, she says. You learn about presentation. You learn about what people want. You run into columnists and film people and producers and casting people. I also met successful actors, and I can talk to them and learn from them. Learn what, she is asked. Oh, you know, about the Hollywood lifestyle. She got a job as the bartender at Palladium and cemented her club fame. I knew right from the start that Lisa was going to be more than a bartender, recalls Steve Rubell, one of the club's owners. Just the way I knew that Madonna was right when she used to sit on the steps of Danceteria and tell me she was going to be a star. Even in a city accustomed to beautiful women, Lisa creates something of a sensation as she walks down the street. Heads turn, horns beep, women stare, men trail. Indeed, a St. Elmo's fire of energy crackles around her. On December 10, 2014, Bravo.com published an article by Kevin O'Donnell called Lisa Edelstein's Life as an 80s Celebutante Revealed. She's a television veteran, having starred in hits like House MD and our new scripted show Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce, but before she dominated the small screen, Lisa Edelstein was known in circles for other reasons. She was a famous New York City celebutante in the mid-1980s, and her fame was such that she even became the subject of a 1986 New York Times profile too. So what's it like to look back on her life then? It was the perfect place to be a wild, young adult, Lisa tells The Daily Dish. I had friends of all ages and from all walks of life and drank that shit up. I found it so refreshing to see people living their lives so far beyond the edge of socially acceptable. Today, I find ginger kale pineapple juice refreshing. I also drink that shit up. A lot has changed since then. These days, Lisa is happily married newlywed and yoga enthusiast, and while she may have left her nightlife behind, she's definitely there in spirit. As far as club culture goes now, I'm sure cool little places pop up all over the world, she says. Things like that are no longer defined geographically. People find each other from great distances in a way they couldn't do back then. She is also psyched when people bring up her club kid past. People who know me from back then still call me Lisa E, she says. I love that, and my name is actually Lisa E. Edelstein. Should've used that name professionally, damn it. Lisa was also named by Michael Musto as one of the 10 best NYC It Girls in history in an article published by Paper Magazine on April 2, 2015. Edelstein also has her own Wikipedia page. Some of what it has to say about her: after being dubbed a celebutante by the New York Times Magazine during her Club Kid days, Edelstein used her newfound celebrity to write, compose, and star in an original musical called Positive Me, in response to the growing AIDS crisis of the 1980s. The play received many accolades. After a regrettable experience hosting Awake on the Wild Side for MTV in 1990, she appeared for a few seconds as a backstage makeup artist in the Jim Morrison biography The Doors, followed by guest roles on several popular comedies. On Sports Night, she played a sports reporter who claimed to be the former lover of Josh Charles' character, whom he did not remember. On Seinfeld, she played George Costanza's frustrated girlfriend, the Risotto Girl, the only girlfriend of George's to appear in multiple episodes other than Susan Ross. Bigger roles in TV dramas soon followed, among them the lesbian sister on ABC's Relativity in 1996, a high-priced call girl turned Rob Lowe's date on The West Wing in 1999, and assigned male at birth AMAB transgender woman on Ally McBeal, and Ben Covington's girlfriend on Felicity in 2001. She also continued to land guest star spots on such shows as ER, Frasier, Just Shoot Me, Without a Trace, and Judging Amy, as well as small parts in the films What Women Want, Keeping the Faith, As Good as It Gets, and Daddy Daycare. From 2004 to 2011, she portrayed her biggest and most notable role to date, Dr. Lisa Cuddy, the Dean of Medicine at Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital and frequent adversary, friend, and eventual girlfriend of the title character Gregory House on Fox's TV series House. Edelstein has often spoken fondly of her experience on the show and fellow cast and crew, especially her friendship and strong working relationship with Laurie. In May of 2011, Edelstein announced that she would not return for the 8th and final season of House. Starting in June of 2011, she began an arc on The Good Wife as lawyer Celeste Serrano. She guest starred in Scandal in 2013, and later 3 episodes of the ABC series Castle. She currently stars as the lead role of Abby McCarthy in the Bravo series Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce, an hour-long comedy drama loosely based on the book series by Vicki Levine, and which premiered on December 2, 2014. She has lent her voice to several animated programs including King of the Hill, American Dad, Superman the Animated Series, a role she later reprised in several episodes of Justice League, Legend of Korra, and the video game adaptation of Blade Runner. Edelstein is a passionate supporter of Best Friends Animal Society, of which she is an ambassador. She supports human rights organization and is a patron of the arts. She has appeared in numerous magazines, including the September 2010 cover of H magazine. She posed for PETA in an ad promoting vegetarianism, a diet she has followed for most of her life. In 2005, she accepted the award for television series drama at the 10th Annual Satellite Awards for her portrayal of Dr. Lisa Cuddy on House. And in 2011, she won the People's Choice Award for Best Drama Actress in a TV series for her portrayal also of Dr. Cuddy on House. You can see Lisa E. in several of Nelson Sullivan's videos uploaded to the YouTube channel 5 9th Avenue Project, including Lisa E. Looks for James St. James at Limelight NYC, and Fun Moments with James St. James, Lisa E., and Michael Musto too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will provide the links for the articles that I've shared with you in the section below. I want to thank you guys for watching and for all the comments, and thanks to everyone who has taken the time to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thanks, and I will see you again for my next upload.